Hello everyone, here I am again in the Minecraft world. As you can see, I've put all these bugs and such in my base to get it all lit up, and I am having some problems with my keyboard here. It seems to be sticking. Anyway, I haven't really changed too much other than that. Still got the enchanting table and the chests and my little machine thing set up over there. I did get some Thaumcraft stuff set up. Haven't done too much with it still, but I do have these little Nitor light things. I want to get them all replaced with Nitor just to get all the torches out of here. Plus they look kind of cool just floating there. You can almost barely see that one. But anyway, got that, got my anvil right there. And as you can see, I've been kind of playing with enchanting a little bit. I've got some thaumium legs with repair 2 and protection 3. And I went ahead and put protection 3 on my jetpack. Boots are still the same, but I also have, where are they? I think they're in here. Okay, I have my Ed Chopper, which is now Fire Aspect 2, Sharpness 5, Vorpal 3, so I will be chopping heads off all over the place with that guy. And then my little helmet, Protection 4 and Repair 2. And the reason I'm kind of gearing up with this stuff is because Brian and I will be going into the end in order to kill the Ender Dragon and set up our endless supply of Ender Pearls, so that we can kind of do or make things a little easier as far as logistics and things for storage, because our storage facility that we were using in the old world before it went kaput was pretty heavy on the Ender Pearl need. I guess not too bad, but still needed a lot. And to get that all set up, you know, we kind of wanted some place where we could get those Ender Pearls relatively easily, since we haven't really killed too many Endermen. I think I've only got like 2 Ender Pearls. Yeah, 2 Ender Pearls. I've got tons of lots of other stuff, but not so much the Ender Pearls. I mean, I can make them with these Minium Stones, but I don't know, that just seems to be cheating to me. So, yeah, we're going to be going into the end soon to get all that done and set up with. And then once we get that, we should be able to start setting up some quarries to get more stone and stuff, which is why I wanted to go and start looking at some place to get the processing center all set up. But first, here my key stuck again. First, I wanted to show you how I've been enchanting all this stuff and not driving myself crazy running around underground, because Brian is the mad maker of mod traps. We've got this lovely tower here. It kind of looks a little funny because you got this tiny little squat building and then this huge tower just sticking up out of it. But anyway, you come in here. Oh yeah, these plates are awesome. They only recognize players, so I can walk on it all I want, but if a creeper or something steps on it, nothing happens. Hence why they're outside and inside. But anyway, you can see he's got an enchanting table set up in here. He's got gold chests, because, you know, he decided to use my gold to upgrade this stuff. Why does he have a damaged helm in here? Must have gotten shot or something. Anyway, so he's got all this stuff set up and another one of these. But then over here, see, he has 2 spawners down there somewhere, because this used to be like a dungeon. There's also like a wisp node in there too. But yeah, there's 2 spawners, a skeleton and a zombie spawner. And they're pretty much right below these guys. And what you do is you just turn these guys off, see how they go off. And man, these keys sticking is going to be a problem. But you see, then they fall and they take damage and then they're almost dead. And then this controls the piston, which pulls that back, and then they drop down, and then you just go in here, and you try not to run into the wall because your keys are sticking. And you grab the splash potion, run up here, and you whack them with it, because they're all undead, so they'll take damage from healing potions. And then you get tons of experience. And then, you know, you can just come over here and enchant, and then do it again if you need to do it again, or whatever. But, geez, those keys, I swear. But I'm not going to worry about that too much right now, because, you know, mob farming on camera is kind of boring. But I was going to go and start looking for a spot to put my processing plant. And one thing that I kind of want to do, like I don't want to have our base, which is, you know, over there, too far from where we're going to set up the city, because then that creates logistical problems with moving stuff from the base into the city. And so I was going to make the processing center part of the city. Like I was going to do like a Dwarven Forge looking kind of setup. I mean, not anything as psychotic as in like the Hobbit movie or whatever that just came out, because that would be insane. Although I did have a really nifty idea for lava, because they have these things called grates. Let me see if I can find them. There they are. These guys. And they're just a fluid pipe, some iron bars, and you put them, you can just put them on the ground and have those fluid pipes going into them. And then they will pump the fluid out into the environment, assuming you have like a pump set up to, you know, pull it out of wherever it is. Presumably it would be from one of my tanks over there. But so yeah, I was going to have that set up with lava to like pump it through and light the place up with these like flowing rivers of lava that would also be used to power the thing, because I was going to use either geothermal or magmatic engines, but don't know if that's going to be too feasible just because of how the grates work. Like, I would have to be extremely careful to, you know, not flood the place with lava, and you know, I just don't want to cause those kind of problems. But yeah, I don't want to go too far from our base. So more than likely this mob trap's probably going to be somewhere in the city too. We can have it be like the Valkyrie training center or something like that. They can run in here. Oh, see, there's wisps appeared in there. But anyway, but then as far as the forge goes, I also wanted to have it like, excuse me, set up with some logistics stuff to like send material places. But, I mean, well, I guess really the only place I would need to send it would be central storage. And that's easy enough to do. I just do the ender chest and have it get pumped from the ender chest into central storage. I mean, I would like to go crazy with it, like Etho does on his lunatic videos, with like crazy amounts of rail lines and redstone and shit everywhere, but I'm just not that awesome, so I probably won't be able to do that. I mean, setting up the thing with the flowing lava would have been hard enough for me, I think. Because by the look of it, it would have taken some nice timing and some other stuff that I'm not entirely familiar with, so. But anyway, so what I was, wow, there is mobs aplenty. Go fig, it's nighttime. Hey guys, what's up? There's that button sticking again. Yeah. Get away from me, you dirty bastards. But, so, I mean, I also don't want to cause too many problems with having to construct, you know, various parts of just the terrain in order to make the city look the way it's kind of supposed to. But I mean, I'm also trying to kind of go for a more organic look, I guess, to the city. I don't necessarily want to block everything off, like this is this area, this is this area, in nice, neat little squares like I had last time. I mean, that was kind of nice, and I tried to make it look as natural as possible, but still, those kind of restrictions do make for a little bit less organic flow, I guess, to the buildings, maybe. But, I mean, the farthest I probably want to get from Stag's Rest is, or sorry, from our base over there is maybe 300 meters. So, I mean, we're not going to be getting that far, and these huge sandbars would be a major problem with building on the city. And plus, I mean, this area is kind of thin in here. So I don't know if we'd be able to, well, no, it's not that bad, I guess. I mean, the city's only 384 by like 440 something blocks, so it's not huge. It would be probably if we wanted to build every little thing to scale, but I'm not that crazy. So, ow. You dirty little bastard. Ow! Yeah. Not funny anymore, is it? Hey! Hey! Okay. Yeah, that keyboard thing's gonna kill me tonight, I think, if I stay out here, because it just keeps sticking at the weirdest times. Yeah, it's not doing it now. Of course. Only when I'm running around trying to avoid dying. Yeah, there it goes. But, so yeah, I mean, this area might be okay, but it is a little on the thin side. Yeah, you can't get me now. So, I mean, I could check down this way, because I haven't really done much checking. I mean, I did a little bit, but not a ton. But it might actually be, there could be less sand and stuff down this way. But we do have those volcanoes to worry about, but I think they're well beyond the, I better eat something or else I'm gonna die. I think they're well beyond the, 400 to 500 meter mark that we would need to avoid the city. So, yeah, see, here's the first volcano. Well, no, it's only about 200 meters away. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, only about 250. That's to the edge of it. Plus, it's a huge sandbar here. Huge. So, that's, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge getting someplace nearby that isn't, like, pain in the ass to just haul stuff too. Because before, all we had to do was like zip across a river and start building. So it wasn't really all that bad. I mean, we could start just building around the site, if nothing else. I mean, we could set up a pier, like, in there. I mean, that's kind of a natural harbor-looking thing anyway. Because our pier was one of the first ones that I did last time. And that would put the smithy, actually, back around in, I don't know, probably about, well, actually probably about where this is, because it was kind of at the back of the place. I don't want to run out of battery power over that. It was kind of at the back of the city, away from the water. Well, no, it'd be a little bit farther than that, so it might actually be back by that snowy taiga biome. But that might actually be our best bet. I mean, the city was actually set up so that the water was to the south, but I don't know if there's water to the south over here or not. I think Brian said there was, but I'm going to check anyway. Because I'm crazy. There's a lot of sand. Oh, yep. Here's... Okay. So I guess we could maybe set it up to the south, but this is a ton of sand we'd have to get rid of. Ton of sand. Unless we wanted to... Nope. There's another volcano. So, we could set it up, I guess, on the southern area. The pier would be over in, well, that's really close to the snow biome. Yeah. We'd want to put the pier, like, in here. I mean, we could put it in here, too. I mean, either way, we'd have to get rid of all this sand. Which isn't necessarily a huge problem. I mean, hell, we could just quarry it if we really wanted to. But I don't think we necessarily need that much sand. Let's see if there's maybe a little bit better... There's the other volcanoes. Yet more sand. Yay, chunk errors. More lava! Okay, yeah, it's just gonna be a ton of sand regardless. So yeah, it might actually be better to flip the city and have its water on the north side. Because, I mean, that part doesn't particularly matter to me. So long as the majority of the structures in the city remain, you know, fairly true to their position and whatnot. So, kind of weird. Loops back in over here. I haven't really been down this way, if you can't tell. Well, that looks kind of weird. It's like the... Oh, wow. I'm out of power. It's like the start of a ravine or the end of it, but it was through the water. Anyway. So, there's some oil out there. So, we'll probably actually start with the water on the north. I'm guessing. I mean, just because it's going to be easier. and we won't necessarily have to make a whole lot of changes, and we won't have to go very far, and then we can incorporate like the base as part of the city to keep us from having to build, too many structures by ourselves. I mean, one thing I wanted to do the first time was they have these things called builders, which are machines that essentially you hand them a blueprint, which you basically scan in with landmarks and stuff. And another machine, I can't remember what it was called though. But yeah, you make a blueprint and then you feed in material to the builder and it just automatically builds them. So you could just have essentially prefab buildings and then you just plunk the builder down, have it get going, and then you come back later and then pick up your builder, plunk it down for the next building type, and we'd have like, 5 or 6 different blueprints. But yeah, the builder, last I checked, breaks the game. Like, corrupts the world file so that it's completely unplayable, kind of breaks the game, so not gonna happen. Gonna have to build everything by hand, which, hey, that's what Minecraft is for. Building tons of crazy, crazy stuff. So, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think that building around this base area is probably going to be the best way to go. I mean, like I said, it's got the natural looking harbor type thing where we can put the pier. There's not a whole lot of sand in the area for us to mess with, so it's just going to be less of a headache. I mean, I'll talk to Brian about it, of course, since, he's building this damn thing too, so we'll need his input. But, I mean, looking around this area, there's just way too much sand on those other spots. And, I don't really want to mess with it. Way too much work. Way too much. And we've got enough work ahead of us already. So, I think that's going to be all for today. I kind of rambled a bit. I was thinking it was going to be short and sweet, but then, I got distracted by whatever. So, I will see you all next time with my next update. Hopefully we'll have something built up by then. Maybe I'll be working on the forge so you guys can see what that's going to look like and how I'm going to figure it out. So yeah, I will talk to you all next time.